students and scholars, teachers and trainers, professors and professionals, those who are listening, watching, from the field of science, arts, commerce and engineering, our scholars, those who are studying in the different Indian and international universities, our research scholars of language, literature and grammar. I, Dr. Rakesh from USA, heartily, cordially welcome all of you. It is nice time, nice place, nice section that we are appreciating, this time with English words, thoughts and ideas. Dear friends, our today's lesson is The Bond of Love, written by Kenneth. The writer once gave the gift of a wheat cub to his wife. He was then in Bangalore. His wife was very happy to have the little animal. She kept it as a pet. Soon the cub took to drinking milk from the bottle. It would eat and drink anything given to it. It became very attached to the writer's wife. She too loved the bear. She named the cub Bruno, then changed its name to Baba. It was a male bear. The writer's two dogs kept playing with the bear. The children of his tenants would also play with the little animal. But when the bear grew up, it became very big in size. It became difficult to keep him in the house. So he was sent to the zoo at Mysore. The writer's wife was very sad. For the first few days, she would not eat anything. She would weep to think of her Baba. Reports came from the zoo that Baba remained sad. 3 months had passed. One day, the writer took his wife to the zoo. The bear recognized her at once. He howled with happiness. The writer's wife was in tears. She wanted to take her Baba back home. Both the husband and the wife went to the zoo superintendent and got his permission. He also agreed to lend them a cage for carrying Baba back to Bangalore. An island was made in the writer's compound. All around it, a dry pit was made. Baba now started living on this island. The writer's wife could now visit him whenever she liked. Once the author was passing through sugarcane fields near Mysore. People were driving away the wild pigs from the fields. Some were got dead and some escaped. Suddenly, a black bear came out panting in the hot sun. One of the writer's companions shot at the bear and it fell down. But they were surprised. Then the black fur on the back of the fallen bear moved and left it. In fact, it was baby bear. It had been riding on its mother's back. The mother had been killed. The little one started running round its mother. The writer ran to catch it. The cub ran into the sugarcane field. The writer and his companions followed it. they were able to catch it. The cub tried to scratch the writer with its claws, but they put it into a gunny bag. The writer came back to Bangalore. He presented the cub to his wife. She was delighted to have it. She put a ribbon around its neck. It was a male cub. She named it Bruno. Bruno soon took to drinking milk from a bottle. He could eat and drink anything brought in the house. The writer had two Alsatian dogs. The bear became very attached to them. He was also friendly to all the children of the writer's tenants. The little bear was left mostly unchained. He spent his time in playing. He would run into the kitchen whenever he liked. He should go to sleep in the beds of the family. One day an accident happened. The writer had put some barium carbonate in his library. It was a poison to kill the rats. Bruno asked some of it. He got paralysis. He could not stand on his feet. The writer at once ran to the vet. The doctor gave Bruno an antidote. After about 30 minutes, Bruno was up on his legs. He had a big meal. Another time, he drank up 1 gallon of engine oil, but it didn't have any ill effect on him. After some months, Bruno gained much in size and height, but he was just as sweet and playful. He was very fond of everyone in the family, especially the writer's wife. She too loved him very much. She had changed his name from Bruno to Baba. The word Baba means a small boy. Baba could do a few tricks. Say to him, Baba wrestle. He would wrestle with anyone who came forward for it. Say to him, Baba, hold a gun. He would pick up a stick and point it at you. Ask him, Baba, where is baby? He would take up a stump of wood and cradle it affectionately. Baba was now quite grown up. He had to be kept chained most of the time. Everyone said that Baba should be given to the Jew at Mysore. The writer's wife agreed to it most unwillingly. A catch came from the Jew and Baba was packed off in a lorry. Everyone missed Baba greatly for the first few days. The writer's wife wept all the time. She would not eat anything. She wrote a number of letters to the Jew to know how Baba was. Anyone who went to Mysore was requested to go to the Jew and see how Baba was. Everyone reported that Baba was well but looked sad and thin. One day after 3 months, the writer's wife said, I must see Baba. Either you take me by car or I will go myself by bus or train. So the writer took her by cars. Everyone had said that the bear would not recognize her. But the bear at once recognized her. He howled with happiness. The writer's wife ran up to him. She patted him through the bars. The bear stood on his head in delight. She spent 3 hours with the bear. She would not leave the cage even when closing time came. She wept bitterly and Baba too cried bitterly. The writer's wife asked the curator if she could have her Baba back. The curator said that Only the superintendent at Bangalore could give such a permission. Now, both the husband and the wife went to Bangalore. They got the permission after much begging. Thus, Baba was once again brought to the writer's house. An island was made for Baba in the writer's compound. It measured 20 by 15. A 6-foot wide dry pit was dug around it. It was 7 feet deep. A wooden box was put on the island for Baba to sleep in at night. Straw was placed inside to keep him warm. His playing were put there for him to play with. Baba was put on this island. How delighted he was! The writer's wife spent many hours here with him. She sat in a chair while Baba sat on her lap. The writer tells us how his wife used to reach the island. There was a branch of a mango tree hanging above the pit. The writer tied a rope to his branch. The writer tied a rope to this branch with a loop at the end. His wife would put her one foot in the loop and kick off with the other. Thus, she would cross the 6-foot wide pit. The return journey was made the same way. At the end of the story, the writer says that a bear had much affection and memory as a human being has. Dear friends, next let us discuss its question answers. Relevant question answers should be done for understanding the lesson deeply. On 2 occasions, Bruno ate or drank something that should not be eaten or drunk. What happened to him on these occasions? The author had put some barium carbonate in his library. It was meant to kill the rats. One day, Bruno ate some of it. His legs got paralyzed. He had to be taken to a vet. On another occasion, he drank a gallon of old engine oil. Luckily this time there was no ill effects. Was Bruno a loving and playful pet? Why then did he have to be sent away? Bruno was really very loving and playful, but he had grown very big in size. He had to be kept chained. The tenant's children were afraid of him, so it was decided to send him to a zoo. How was the problem of what to do with Bruno family solved? Bruno was brought back from the zoo. A special island was made for him in the writer's compound. It was 20 feet long and 15 feet wide. A 6 feet wide and 7 feet deep dry pit was built around it.